close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Daniel Bailey TV. I hope you're all keeping safe and well on this Saturday, the day before Arsenal take on Leeds. Listen, I've got a lot to get through in today's show. I'm going to be talking about the game tomorrow. I'm also going to be talking about Arteta's new contract, which obviously I know that there's mixed feelings, and I've got mixed feelings about this. But first, I want to just give you guys a little channel update because I realised over the last couple of months that I've not really been doing much content, or I have been doing content, but just short little uploads. So I just want to give you a little bit of an insight of where I'm at in terms of the channel, because I know a lot of you have been asking in the comment section about the lives. A lot of you have been asking, is the channel going away? And I just sort of really want to give you a bit of an update. So first things first, the channel is not going anywhere. The channel is I'm going to be kicking on with the channel. The reason why it's been uploads over the last couple of months is because it's a combination of things. It's firstly, things have just been crazy busy, now that life is opened up and, there's no restrictions, there's no COVID restrictions. So we can get out and about, we can do more things. So that is one reason why there's only been short little uploads. The other reason is that I've actually been doing a lot of thinking in where I want the channel to go. I've been thinking about some new content. I've been sort of focusing on what works for me in terms of, like uploads, lives, pre-records. And also I've been working around, with guests and stuff. I realized that I've not really had guests on for an awfully long time. So it's just been a little bit of a mixture in terms of as to why there's not been there's not been lives, while there's not been as much content. But going forward, obviously we're approaching the end of the season, so it's a perfect time to hit the reset button, and also that with the summer I can bring in new content, I can add stuff in. So going forward, the lives will be returning. I know a lot of you have been asking about the lives, and you'd like to see the live shows rather than just premieres and uploads. So they will be returning. The lives will be coming back. The uploads, the pre-records are not going away because actually I'll tell you guys right now, the pre-records are easier for me to do, especially when I've got guests on, because when I go live, it's with obviously my screen reader, it's a little bit difficult queuing in the intro at the right time for going live, and then queuing in the outro, at the end of the stream. It's a little bit easier when I do pre-records because I can just record the content with the guest, and then I can add the intro and outro in at the end, and it's a lot more easier to edit and stuff. But when it's going live, you've got a guest there, you've got to get everything right, and it's a little bit stressful, I ain't gonna lie to you, especially because I'm a perfectionist. I like to get things perfect, so I don't like to make mistakes, and then it causes a bit of issues with anxiety and stuff. So actually the pre-records are a little bit easier for me to do in terms of editing and stuff. But I know you guys like the lives, so I don't want to get rid of them completely. It's also working out how I can do them in a way that that's less stressful for me, but also great for you guys to enjoy. And you still get the perfection side of things in terms of the intro and the outro, because I don't want to stop doing those for you guys, because I know you guys enjoy them and I enjoy the live shows. It's just the technical side of things. It's finding a way for me to do them that is not going to be too stressful or cause anxiety with me, because you know me, guys, I like to be a perfectionist. So anything that goes wrong, you know me, I like to do things correctly. I know you guys don't mind, but I mind. You know, I like to do things. I like to put, when I put out content, I want to put out the best content I can possibly put out. I don't want to put out rubbish content. But that's where I'm at with the lives. Also, as well, I'm going to be bringing out a new podcast. I know I've been talking about this for a while, but I'm in the process of working on the cover art and stuff, which I'm going to get done. So there'll be a new podcast coming. Like I said, that's not necessarily going to be football related. It's going to be me interviewing various people, various guests. I've got a few guests that I'm going to try and get on. I'm obviously not going to say anything at this current time and moment, but that's what I'm at. That will be pre-recorded and premiered on the channel, and then also that will be going on to all major podcast platforms as well. So that's where I'm at with content. Also, the daily vlogs, I realized I was going to start them last year and I didn't get around to doing it, but now is as good a time as any. I'll be bringing those as well. So you get to a little bit of an insight on what I go for on a daily basis in terms of, with my obviously sight condition. You can see what I get up to. I think that'd be quite fun for you guys to see. And then obviously the regular football content, that is the regular Arsenal content, still going to be here doing that. And that will be, like I said, a mixture of lives and pre-records, but I will be keeping you guys updated. But that is all that I've got to say at the moment in regards to the channel update. Do stay tuned on the community tab and my socials, Facebook and Twitter, because I will be keeping you guys updated. But I thought I'd just come on and give you a little bit of an insight as to what my thinking is, so you guys can be reassured that the channel and the content is not going anywhere. It's just been, when you hit a little bit of a blip and you hit a little bit of a crossroads where you just got to do a bit of thinking, that's where I was at over the last couple of months. But thankfully the season's coming to an end, so a perfect time to hit the reset button and go again, get everything in place for next season. And I'm going to work on a proper schedule as well. And like I say, the technical problems, I'll work through them as well, because you know me, I never quit. So it's just finding a way. And also, I've got to get a new replacement microphone, which threw a spanner into the works. So I've got to replace that. So the end of the season is a perfect time as any to hit the reset button in all regards. But that's in regards to the channel. Listen, let's get on to talking about Arsenal, because I realise I've rambled on about the channel update for a long time, but I know that is just as important as talking about the Arsenal. Let's talk about Mikel Arteta's contract, because he has signed a new contract. And I don't really know how I feel about this, if I'm being honest. I'm sort of 50-50, because I expected this contract. So, I knew about this contract maybe at the end of January. Obviously, we've all seen the reports. Obviously, Mikel Arteta went out to Denver at the end of the January transfer window to talk to the Cronkies about signing a new contract. We all saw the pictures on social media. We all read the reports. So for me, it's not unexpected. I am concerned about the timing of this contract. because we've got 4 games to go in our season. We're in a race for the top 4. So I'm a little bit concerned that is now the right time, because nothing's been achieved. You know, we've got a massive game tomorrow against Leeds. We've got a massive game on Thursday against Tottenham. And then this week, potentially, we'll decide whether or not we get top 4. And it might even not be decided. You know, Tottenham can go and do a madness today and beat Liverpool. And then it's still open. And then we could go and get beat by Leeds tomorrow. So I just worry about the timing. Now, I know that in where we are at the moment, we have overachieved. And that is a combination of other teams playing poorly and us finding ourselves in a position where we can actually capitalize on top 4. I don't buy too much about, you know, we're only there because Man United have been so poor. Yes, that's true. But we also have to take into consideration that doesn't matter what teams are doing around you. If you're doing the business and you find yourself in a position to the point where we could qualify for top 4, I don't think using the fact that Man United's been poor as an excuse to sort of say, well, that's the only reason we're in top 4. Yes, we're in a position to get top 4. Yes, that's a deciding factor, but I think you can't worry about what other teams are doing. You've just got to focus on your own performances. And we have seen some improvement this season. You know, yes, it's not been perfect by any stretch of the imaginations. And, you know, there's still a lot to work on, but we have had some improvement. You know, yes, against the big teams, we still struggled. I know we beat Man United and Chelsea, but like I say, Man United are poor. Chelsea, I'd say the Chelsea result was more of an achievement than beating Man United at home, because Chelsea are a decent team. I know they've lost their way a little bit over the last couple of months, but they've lost their team. So when you look at that and then you look at where we are, I just feel that actually wait until the end of the season before you announce the contract. Wait until the end of the season to see what's been achieved. Because yes, although we're in Europe, find out which competition we're going to be in before you sort of hand out the contracts. Now, I know that this contract was, well, they're saying that it was, or Mikel Arteta is saying that he was offered it at the end of the Southampton game. Personally, I think it was longer than that. I think they offered it to him back in the end of January. I don't think it was anywhere near as soon as the result after that Southampton game. I think this has been done for months. I think that's just the PR stunt that they put out saying, "Oh, I only got offered it at the end of the Southampton game." But listen, it is what it is. But I just think waiting to see what's been achieved, because nothing has been achieved yet. Yes, we're back in Europe, back in the Europa League, which is great if we don't get Champions League. But my ambition was always to finish in the top 4 this season. I know realistically in my heart, top 6 was probably more likely, but I always said we should aim for that top 4. Top 4 is where we want to be. We've been out of the Champions League for far too long. Now that we're in a position, I just think they've rushed giving him this contract, because this could massively backfire. If we don't get top 4, then there's going to be a lot of questions asked. There's going to be a lot of questions heading in the board's direction as to why that this was done before the end of the season. I'm going to flip it now, because I can see why they've done it a little bit. So like I said, when I said to you earlier that I was 50-50, I am 50-50, because I can kind of see as well why they've given it to him now, because, you know, they wanted stability going into the summer. They wanted to reassure the players. I can get that. I can get that. But me personally, I don't know. Like I said, I'm 50-50. I'm sort of edging towards the fact that I think we should have waited until the end of the season. But I can sort of see there is an argument to be made why they gave it to him now, just to reassure the players, and it might galvanise the players. Do you know what I mean? The players might, now knowing that Arteta's staying with the group for, was it an extra 3 years? So it goes on until 2025, the end of the 2024-2025 season. So that might reassure the players. Some of the players that were thinking of leaving might, seeing Arteta committing to the club, might think about committing themselves. Listen, that's a whole different show on whether players like Eddie Nketiah should be committing to the football club. That's a whole show in itself. But you guys know my thoughts on Eddie Nketiah. Listen, he's done well over the last couple of weeks, but is he going to take us to that next level? I don't think so. But listen, like I said, that's a whole different show. I could do a whole 1 hour show on why Eddie Nketiah is not going to take us to the next level. But listen, let me know what you think about this contract. Do you think it's too soon? Do you agree with some of my points that maybe we should have waited till the end of the season? And do you think that is ultimately the right decision, giving him a new contract? Because I haven't really talked about that. Is it the right decision giving Mikel Arteta a new contract? Has he done enough to warrant that new contract, taking into account that things haven't been achieved yet? I know he's won that FA Cup, but ultimately things haven't been achieved. So leave it all down there in the comment section below, because I'd be interested to get your thoughts on what you guys think about this and what you guys think about the new contract situation. Arsenal are taking on Leeds tomorrow in a massive game. I've just spoke about it just then, about the top 4 race. We're very much in the hunt for a Champions League place. Can we get a win at the Emirates against Leeds? It's going to be tricky, because Leeds are fighting to stay up in the Premier League. Obviously, Liverpool and Tottenham are playing today, so we'll know whether Tottenham lost or whether they dropped points or whether they've done a madness and beat Liverpool. Hope not. So come Sunday, we will know what we have to do. Ultimately, we just have to keep winning our games. And come Thursday, if results go our way this week and we do our job, then we could clinch top 4 at Tottenham's ground. Wouldn't that be nice? But listen, we've got to focus on this weekend. We've got to do our job against Leeds, and we've got to hope that Liverpool absolutely smash Tottenham this evening. But yeah, listen, Arsenal Leeds, do I think we're going to win? Like I said, I think it's going to be tough. I think going into this game, it's massive. We've just got to put in a performance. We've got to see what this team are about. And I know the pressure's back on us because, we're in the driving seat, and, we're the ones with everything to lose. Whereas Tottenham, they've just waiting for us to capitalise on a mistake. But we can't make mistakes. We can't make mistakes. We've got to beat Leeds. We've got to go into that North London derby with a 5-point lead, and then all the pressure's on Tottenham, all the pressure's on them. So listen, it's going to be interesting to see what happens. It's going to be interesting to see whether we can get a result against Tottenham. But Leeds, I'm fairly confident we could get a result against Leeds. I'm fairly confident. I do think if we approach the game correctly, and we got to play better than we played against West Ham. We were awful against West Ham. And I know we come out with 3 points. And at this stage of the season, 3 points is all that matters. But we were awful. Like, there were some parts of the game where defensively we were all over the place. We conceded a goal that we probably shouldn't have conceded. But yeah, we were awful, and we've got to play better than that against Leeds. Listen, Leeds, this has the potential to be like the Burnley game. Remember back in January where we drew 0-0 with Burnley and we ended up dropping points. This has the potential to be one of those games. So we've got to be on our game. We've got to be on our game 100%, because if we're not, then it could be a potential that for there to be an upset. But hopefully we can get a result, because we've got the crowd on our side. It's at Emirates, at home turf. The atmosphere is going to be rocking. Everyone's going to be wanting us to get over the line for that Champions League spot. The players will be galvanized because obviously Arteta's committed his future. So listen, it's going to be an incredible afternoon at the Emirates. Can we do it? I think we can. I'm predicting we'll win this maybe 2-1, 3-1. Let me know your score predictions in the comments section down below, because I do enjoy reading your score predictions. Before I go, I'm just going to run through what lineup I think will be played tomorrow. What starting 11 I think Mikel will go with, and I think it's going to be a back five of Ramsdale in goal, Tomiyasu, Gabriel, White, because apparently Ben White is back, and then it's going to be Tavares. Even though Tavares hasn't had a great game, I think it's going to be Tavares. I don't think he's going to put Cedric there. Then we're going to go with midfield of Granit Xhaka and Mohamed El Neni, with Martin Odegaard ahead of them. And then I'm going to go with Martinelli and Nketiah and Bukayo Saka as the front three. So that is my lineup for tomorrow. Let me know what yours is down below. Leave it in the comment section below, because I do enjoy reading the lineups as well. You guys have put in some great comments over the last couple of months, and I have enjoyed reading them. Apologies, I haven't replied to many of them, but I will get around to replying to your comments as well. Listen, that's it for today. That is the preview. Obviously, I realized at the beginning of the video I was talking about the channel update, so thank you for tuning into that bit. And then let me know about Mikel Arteta's contract, what you think of that, and then obviously the game tomorrow. So yeah, lots for you guys to digest in today's show, and lots of you guys, lots of stuff for you guys to put your comments and let me know your thoughts and feelings on. Well, listen, that's it for today, guys. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you, everybody, for your continued support on the channel. Do smash the like button. Do smash the subscribe button. And I'll be back with a review. The review will be dropping Monday, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Until then, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and hopefully the Gunners can do the business tomorrow at the Emirates against Leeds. Take care for now, guys. Catch you all soon. Come on, you Gunners.